own your own business name. We really talk about aspects of business. We talk about our names. We talk about really ourselves. Our name is part of our brand. My name is David. It really isn't Dave. When people call me Dave, it's a matter of, okay, my name is David. I may not say it out loud, but my name is David. The last name's Bouquet. That's my brand, and I've had it ever since, well, the day I was born. You know what's interesting about the human psyche, though, is that whenever you start signing your name with your middle initial, in my case, it's P, David P. Bouquet, all of a sudden, when people see that, they think you're smarter. So all of a sudden, your IQ jumps 10 points because you put your middle initial there. Something strange about the human psyche, but that is part of our brand as an individual. When you go through as a beauty professional, you talk about the aspect of developing your brand. It's a big deal. Just so you know, a lot of us as normal clients, we come in and it's one of these moments of you sit down, you talk to this person. Generally, they're kind of a stranger to you because you only see them about once every 4 to 6 weeks. You talk with them, you spend an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours with this person, and that person is your therapist, they're your friend, your social worker. A lot of times, the aspect of breaking up with your stylist or your beauty pro really comes down to it's worse than breaking up, but the marriage is like a divorce as you go through the whole process. So your business name, your business brand is a really big deal, and you work hard to convey that. You want to make sure your clients really sit down and they go through and they're in the process of saying, okay, that's who they are as a person. Your name means something, so let's go through a process as to how you can actually own your name. Now, typically, this applies to almost any county in the United States, but we're focusing here in Orange County, California. So here is a 12-step process available at the Orange County Clerk's Office. First of all, you have to go on, you have to start, and you have to have a rhythm. So you click on the Orange County fictitious business name, you go click on the Orange County Clerks, come in Orca. And so you click on that, and you'll see right over here is actually a screenshot from that website. So if you wanted to go through and own your own name, you go through, you click on the website, and the very first area on the left-hand side, you'll see fictitious business name. Now what this is you take your name, you're going to create a name for your business. You may already have one, but the difficulty is that if you haven't gone through this process and got your own fictitious business name, or a lot of times the slang in the business is called doing business as, DBA. So if you don't have that name, somebody else can take and steal your good name in the process and use it for their own business, and you don't have any say about it. The best part about owning your fictitious business name is that you can go through the process and actually own the name legally in the county that you reside in. So you click on fictitious business name, and then you have to conduct a search. You just type in the little search engine in the box over there. You have a link, you go through, type it in, and you see if anybody else in the county is using that name. Once you do that, that's step 3, you're already 25% of the way through. It's really simple, really easy. This is a fast process. Once your search is complete, you sit down and complete new fictitious business name statement in the process, and you go, you see the menu there on the screen. You can sit down and click on that, and all of a sudden you can sit down, start the process of filing your name here in Orange County. Step number 5, you have to choose the type that you're going to go through. There's a whole, what I call a shopping list of different things to go through. So it's really easy. So you got to select something. Here's the 12 choices that you get. A corporation, general partnership, joint venture, limited liability corporation, limited liability partnership, a limited partnership, a married couple, a state or local registered domestic partnership, a trust, an individual. Most of you will be selecting an individual as you go through, or an unincorporated association or co-partners as you go through. It depends who's in business with you, but if you're doing this on your own as a beauty pro, then select an individual unless one of these other ones apply to you as you go through. So once you do that, you fill in the name that you want, and you sit there and click next. You're already on step 7 of a 12-step process as you go through. Put your business address in. You can use your home address, or you could use the salon studio that you're at. In our case here at Image Studios, we're happy to sit down and have the mail sent over here, make this your address as you go through. So put that in as you go through, but just fill out the name, put the address you want the letter to go through in the process as to where your company is, and then fill in the actual business registered owner of a corporation. So if it's a corporation, this would apply to you. If it doesn't, you get to skip over this item. And then in the corporation, here's the next screen for that one as well. So at corporate ownership, you have to fill in the actual address for that. And then you have to sit down and say, this is a declaration of accuracy. So you go on, you put that in there, you sit down there, and you go click, and you click on that one. Once you're all done and ready to go, and then you're at step 11 already. This is a fast process, relatively inexpensive. Really, with the county clerk's office in Orange County right now, it's $23 at the time of this recording as you go through. And there's a little bit after you have to go through next. The next screen provides you with a review of the form you created. You now proofread your document. You make certain all the different parts of it are correct and accurate. You want to sit down and print the document at that time. You don't want to submit it, but print the document. And then you're going to sit down and click the submit button. But before you do, print the document. That I mentioned, print the document as you go through, because you're going to sit down and either go into the county clerk's office, or you can simply mail it in with the check as you go through. So don't submit, there's errors, revise it if you have to, double check it, make certain, kind of be like Santa. Santa checks his list twice to make certain it's all accurate as you go through. So be Santa in this case. This is step number 12. So review, print, and pay as you go through. Print the form, you're going to print it, make out a check for $23. Usually, if you have more than one business name, believe it or not, you can put 2, 3, or as many as you want to, different kinds of names. Copy everything before you mail it. You'll receive a notice within a week to 10 days from the county clerk's office. If you mail it in, or you'll get the notice the same day, you'll have to actually go through and publish your fictitious business name in a local paper. Now, typically, you just sit down and go to the local newspaper, but miraculously, people watch this all the time, and there's typically 2 or 3 different newspaper companies who do nothing but legal news. So when you file your form, send in your check, you'll get a notice from the county telling you to publish it. You probably get, maybe even before you get that paper, a notice from a newspaper saying, we notice you're filing for a DBA or a doing business as or a fictitious business name. And so we'll be happy to do this for you for X amount of dollars. Typically, it's $15 to $20. So you sit down there, you choose a paper, you have it published. It's going to be published twice in the 30-day period. And once you have that, then you sit down and you pay for that. And then 30 days later, boom, you have your own business name. You get to keep it for 5 years as you go through. So in the process of your 5 years, okay, they'll actually notify you, so you don't have to track it. They'll let you know, say, hey, this is coming due. You still want to renew it. You put click, and then you still have to pay your next $23, and life is good. Owning your own business name, it really is a big thing. Watch the newspapers as you go through. You'll see the public has to know about your business name as you go through, but now you get to own the name. It's called a fictitious business name, or doing business as, or the slang is DBA. All of them are really good. You have the public notification out there. So now you have a statement saying you completed the process. This is really simple, really fast, but it also helps you to protect your brand that you worked so hard to build. And you as a beauty pro, people come to you for years on end. They unload. You play a huge part in society. Whenever the recessions hit and the economic downturn hits, people may not be able to go to Europe or go to Hawaii in the process, but they can always sit down and take a vacation by spending 2 or 3 hours with you, because you play a huge role in their lives because you're their beauty pro. With all that, from Image Studios, San Clemente, David Bouguet, take care.